Hello, this is Marshall Zhukov, and here we are together again on YouTube. I've got my Erfurt Luger here. I had borrowed some parts off of it to get my artillery Luger up and running for a test fire. And I've just about got it all put back together, but I figured while I've got it apart, why don't we look to see how a Luger actually works? So what we can see here, the lighting is not that great, but for demonstrational purposes it'll be alright. Here is our safety lever, and I can show you what it actually does when I install the receiver and barrel on it. But for the simple explanation of it right now, it's basically a block that blocks the Sear bar from moving when you pull the trigger. We can see here when we put our side plate on, we can see how it's shaped. It's got kind of an L-shaped bar in there, and that the bar goes right in, right up here. When you pull the trigger, you can see the small piece that moves right there near the front, right below my thumb. That is a piece that contacts the Sear bar, and that will, in the end up firing the pistol. So I can't get very good lighting in here with it in the vise. So what I did is I took it out, and we can see right in here, you can see the piece that's moving. That's the Sear bar. Now, our L-shaped piece that's touching the trigger is also pushing against the Sear bar, which is moving it out of the way. And right here at the end is where the firing pin actually touches that part of the Sear bar at the end of the Sear, which in turn fires the pistol. Okay, I got a little better lighting, and we can see this is our firing pin right there by my thumb, and you can see it sticking out through the face of the bolt there, and we can see the piece right here at the rear, again by where my thumb was, and you can see it move when you push the Sear bar. And the Sear bar is held in place by a small spring. So if we insert the bolt and push it forward, if we were to put our pin in place, it would be held all the way forward. One thing that you can do when you reassemble one of these is hold your Sear bar back, and then you push your assembly all the way forward, for example if you were field stripping it. So again, when our Sear bar moves out of the way of the firing pin, that's when the pistol would discharge if it were loaded. So when you reassemble one of these from field stripping, when you put the top part of the pistol back on the slide, your coupling link needs to go down in front of the recoil lever, and then when you push it back it should snap into place just like that, and at this point you would put your side plate back on. So we can see right up in there, in between the safety bar and the safety lever, our coupling link is up in the recoil lever, and it's fastened into place. When it clicked into place, that's what it did, is it went right up where it should be. So now we can see when we engage the safety lever, it goes up and it blocks the Sear bar from moving. If the pistol were to be cocked, then it shouldn't fire. Here we can take a quick peek down the bore. It's a little pitty. There are lands and grooves in there, and it still shoots decent. You could hit a paper target easy at 10 or 15 yards with it, like an 8x11 sheet or something like that. It definitely put them all on the paper. But if there's anybody out there that's never fired a Luger before and you ever get the chance, definitely capitalize on it. And here she is, all assembled. Got the grip panels put back on. These grips were on the gun when I bought it. It's hard to say whether or not they're original or not, but it appeared that they had been on the gun for a very, very long time. as worn as the gun was when I bought it. And it's not a bad shooter. The new springs that I put in there that I bought from Wolf, they helped out quite a bit. I didn't have any issues that I can remember when I fired it after replacing the springs. So I was pretty excited about that. So I will retire this Luger for the night, and then one of these days I'll get going on this artillery Luger project. Looks like I may have a little bit of a problem with the finish on it. It does not appear to be blued. It appears to be some kind of like a baked on ceramic coat or something like that. So you might have to sandblast it all off and then to re-rust blue. Anyways, Marshal Zhukov and the 1918 Erfurt Luger are signing out.